Occupational therapists throughout Nebraska have expressed their desire for increased knowledge and access to evidence-based practice. The impact of this webpage can also benefit individuals who are receiving services from the practitioners who utilize this webpage. This webpage can be utilized by members of NOTA as well as non-members of NOTA in order to increase accessibility to all practitioners statewide. The greatest barriers to utilizing evidence-based practice were identified as lack of time, availability, and accessibility of research, as well as possessing limited research skills. With this webpage, we are providing practitioners with a resource that can be utilized quickly. According to the Occupational Therapy Code of Ethics, occupational therapists are responsible to provide the best care possible. By increasing evidence-based practice literature and resources, the safety and effectiveness in neurorehabilitation will also be increased. Here is the webpage we have created in order to address these concerns.
To access the tab, practitioners will first want to go to the NOTA website homepage. Here, users will place their cursor over the Education tab located at the top of the webpage as shown in the image on the screen. Next, there will be a new tab implemented titled Evidence-Based Practice in Neurorehabilitation. Users will then place their cursor over that to click on it. After clicking that tab, it will bring users to a website looking like this. If they scroll down, they will find the information that they need. As you can see, practitioners can see citations and parts of abstracts of different articles that are recent and relevant to evidence-based practice in neurorehabilitation. The title of each article is also a hyperlink in order to allow practitioners direct access to the full article if it is something that they are interested in reading about. Provided on the webpage, we have 8 articles with free full-text access. The articles included under this section require some type of membership or payment in order to view the full article. It is unknown to us if the practitioners utilizing the tab already have the required membership to access the articles. However, this could provide encouragement to join organizations such as NOTA or AOTA in order to receive the benefits of access to sites such as the American Journal of Occupational Therapy. We have provided 6 articles with parts of abstracts that require additional payment or membership if that is something that they want to look into. Here, users will find a list of reliable databases that are accessible via hyperlink. This allows practitioners quick access to the databases that hold reliable information so that they can perform quick searches. They will also find tips and tricks for when the users perform their own research. These tips and tricks help narrow down research results as well as cut back on time spent researching in order to allow for efficient use of time. Finally, users will find key terms to search in relation to the field of neurorehabilitation and occupational therapy. These terms include a variety of things such as differing types of injuries and diagnosis and interventions. This provides a start for practitioners as they begin their research. It is our hope that this tab provides practitioners the necessary resources in order to access and utilize evidence-based practice literature in a timely manner.
Google Alerts is a notification system run by Google. It sends emails to the user when it finds new content such as web pages, newspaper articles, or scientific research that matches the user's search terms. Setting up a Google Alert using search terms that relate to neurorehabilitation and occupational therapy would allow for sustainability of the new research tab being created on the NOTA website. The tab contains links to evidence-based practice in neurorehabilitation, but this is an area that is constantly changing and therefore needs continuous updating. Google Alerts would send an email to the user, and new relevant articles that contain the search terms would be sent directly to the email. They could then be reviewed and posted to the website if found to be useful. So how they work is you go to google.com/alerts, and then you will enter a search term about whatever topic you would like to be searched. So for example, we will look at spinal cord injury, and then there are a few options. So you want to go down to options, and then how often, probably at most once a week for our purposes. Sources, automatic, English, any region, Then we want only the best results, and then where this is going to be delivered to. In this case, we aren't sure yet, because this is still, we're not sure if we're going to use this or not, but just in case. And then you would go and hit create alert. One alert would need to be made for each of the following, or each of the terms that we have identified that would be useful in your rehabilitation. So that's it. That's how it works.
Now that you've watched our presentation video, we would appreciate if you could take a couple minutes to give us feedback on the new NOTA tab through this survey. So the first question is, the layout of this tab is simple and easy to use. I found what I was looking for when utilizing this tab. I would recommend the use of this tab to a colleague. This tab is a helpful addition to the NOTA webpage. The information on this tab is relevant to current neurorehab evidence-based practice. I feel more confident about finding current evidence-based practice research after using this tab. A Google alert would be an efficient way to keep uploading the newest and most relevant articles to this tab, potentially each quarter by a NOTA student rep. And then suggestions for improvement of this tab or future additions to the tab. One potential for the future is to go beyond evidence-based practice neurorehab and extend the tab to cover other areas of practice such as productive aging and pediatrics. Thank you for completing this survey.